Hello, welcome to the course on fiber optic communication. Dear students, in the last video lecture, we have talked about electromagnetic spectrum, various optical spectral bands, and concept of multiplexing in communication. Outcome of the lecture. At the end of today's lecture, student will able to understand elements of an optical fiber transmission link, various transmission windows, advantages of optical fiber link over conventional copper systems, and applications of fiber optic transmission system. So first topic is elements of optical fiber transmission link. So figure shows the block diagram of typical optical fiber transmission link, and as we can see, this transmission link consists of three blocks. One is transmitter, second is transmission channel, and third is receiver. So if we talk about this transmitter, then transmitter consists of three blocks: drive circuit, light source, and fiber fly lead. The function of this drive circuit is to drive this light source, and the function of this light source is to convert electrical input signal into light signal or optical signal. And as a light source, we can use LED or laser. The fiber fly lead is used to connect light signal to optical fiber. मतलब जो लाइट सोर्स का जो आउटपुट लाइट सिग्नल है उसको ऑप्टिकल फाइबर के साथ कनेक्ट करने के लिए फाइबर फ्लाई लीड यूज होता है. नाउ इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द ट्रांसमिशन चैनल, देन ट्रांसमिशन चैनल कंसिस्ट ऑफ ऑप्टिकल स्प्लाइस, कनेक्टर, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर केबल, ऑप्टिकल कपलर और बीम स्प्लिटर, रीजनरेटर and optical amplifier. The main function of this optical splice is to make permanent connection between two fiber. तो आप देख सकते हो कि ये फाइबर है और ये दूसरा फाइबर है, दोनों के बीच में अगर आपको परमानेंट कनेक्शन करना है, then optical splice is used. Connector is also used to make connection between two fiber, but ये connector temporary connection देता है. So if you would like to connect two fiber temporary, then we have to use this connector, and for permanent connection between two fiber, optical splice is used. The signal is traveled through this optical fiber. So the main function of this optical fiber cable is to carry the optical signal or light signal. Now what is the role of this optical coupler or beam splitter? So basically this optical coupler is used to couple the optical signal to the other equipment. For example, suppose आपको optical signal की strength measure करनी है, then some part of the optical signal will be given to the measuring equipments by use of this optical coupler or beam splitter. Next block is regenerator. So as the signal travels through the optical fiber, the signal will be attenuated as well as distorted. So in order to correct this attenuation as well as distortion, regenerator is used. And regenerator basically restore the signal or regenerate the signal in electrical domain. So first we have to convert this optical signal into electrical signal, and that is done by this optical receiver. So optical receiver converts optical signal to the electrical signal. That signal is processed by this electronic circuit which regenerate the signal, and that regenerated signal is given to the optical transmitter, which again converts electrical signal into optical signal, and that optical signal will be travel through this optical fiber. At some point of time, there will be optical amplifier which is used to amplify the signal in order to correct the losses. Receiver basically consists of three blocks. One is photodetector, amplifier and signal restorer. The main function of this photodetector is to convert received light signal into electrical signal, and that electrical signal is amplified by this amplifier and given to the signal restorer, where this amplifier and signal restorer help us to maintain desired signal to noise ratio, and at this point we are getting our original electrical signal. Now next topic is the transmission windows. So in case of optical communication, the loss is wavelength dependent. Means for some specific band of wavelength, the signal loss is minimum, and for some wavelength range, signal loss is high. So the band of wavelength for which the signal attenuation or loss is minimum is basically known as a operating window or transmission windows. And while designing optical link or while communicating through optical link, we must have to select the wavelength band for which the signal attenuation is minimum. So basically the figure shows the diagram of attenuation versus wavelength, and as you can see from the figure, there are three operating window for which the transmission loss is minimum. So if we talk about this first window, then first window is centered about 800 nanometer to 900 nanometer, and at this specific wavelength the loss which was identified was 4 dB per kilometer. Means at this wavelength the signal attenuation is around 4 dB per kilometer, and this window was identified in early 1970s. As the time progressed, around 1980s, after purification of the fiber, optical fiber, the losses are again reduced, and one band was identified which was around 1100 nanometer to 1600 nanometer. In this range, the signal attenuation is minimum. Second window is centered around the wavelength of 1310 nanometer, and at this wavelength or in this window the attenuation is around 0.5 dB per kilometer. And one important thing to note down, at this wavelength the dispersion is also zero. So basically word dispersion is new for you people. So basically dispersion referred as broadening of the signal. We will discuss about this dispersion in detail in our subsequent chapters. But very important to note down is in this window or at the wavelength of 1310 nanometer, the dispersion is zero and signal loss is around 0.5 dB per kilometer. Third window is centered around the wavelength of 15150 nanometer. So third window is centered around the wavelength 1550 nanometer, and at this wavelength the loss is again reduced, and which is around 0.2 dB per kilometer. So first window the loss is 4 dB per kilometer. For second window the loss is around 0.5 dB per kilometer, and for third window the loss is around 0.2 dB per kilometer. And very important to note, whenever nowadays for long distance communication this window is used, means the wavelength of 1550 nanometer is used. So as I said, the first optical window is defined from 800 to 900 nanometer, and signal loss is 4 dB per kilometer. By purifying the fiber, the low loss window is identified, which is around 1100 nanometer to 1600 nanometer region, which is known as a long wavelength region. Second window, which is centered around 1310 nanometer, and for which the loss is around 0.5 dB per kilometer. The third optical window is centered at 1550 nanometer, and for which the loss is 0.2 dB per kilometer. Now another topic is advantages of optical fiber link over conventional copper system. The first advantage is high bandwidth. So optical fiber cable have very large bandwidth compared to copper cable, and because of the very large bandwidth, information carrying capacity of this fiber is also high. Means the information that can be transmitted per unit time is high, and which is the most significant advantage of optical fiber cable. So because of the high bandwidth, it offers high data rate. Second advantage, low power loss. So optical fiber offers low power loss, and because of which it can be used for long distance communication. Third important advantage is interference. So optical fiber cables are immune to electromagnetic interference, so they can be run in any electrical noisy environment without concern about the electrical noise. Next advantage is size and weight. So if you compare the size of optical fiber cable with copper, then its cross-sectional area is 30 times less than the area of the copper cable. Weight, optical fiber cables are thinner and lighter than metal wires, and they also occupy the less space with the same information carrying capacity, and this lighter weight makes the fiber easier to install. Another important advantage is security. So basically optical fibers do not radiate electromagnetic energy, so that emission cannot be intercepted, and optical fiber cables are also difficult to tap, and if someone would like to tap the fiber physically, then it takes great skill to be undetected. Another advantage is flexibility. So basically optical fiber cables are flexible, they can be easily bent. So compared to the metal wires and copper system, optical fiber cables are flexible and they can be bent easily. If we talk about the cost, then optical fiber cable is basically made from the glass, and this glass fiber cable can be made more cheaply than copper cable. So compared to the copper, the cost of the optical fiber cable is low or less. Now let's talk about the applications of fiber optic transmission system. So first application, optical fibers are used in medical industry. So as I said, optical fiber cables are extremely thin and flexible in nature. So they can be used in various instruments to view the internal body parts by inserting into the hollow spaces inside the body. And it can also be used during the surgeries, endoscopy, microscopy and biomedical research. Another application in the field of communication. So as optical fibers offer very low loss and high data rate, so these optical fibers are used in communication system for conveying information from one place to another place. Third application, optical fibers are used in defense industry. So basically fiber optics are used for data transmission in high level data security fields of military and aerospace application, and they are also used in aircraft, in wiring in the aircraft, hydrophones for the sonar and seismic applications. Another applications of optical fiber system is in the field of industry. So fibers are used for imaging in hard to reach places, such as they are used for safety measures and lighting purpose in automobiles, both in interior as well as exterior. Optical fibers are also used for the broadcasting purpose, So optical fiber cables are used to transmit high definition television signal which have greater bandwidth and speed. The optical fibers are also used in the broadcasting company, like for wiring HD TV, cable TV, video on demand, and many applications. Optical fiber cables are also used for lighting and decoration. So as we know, optical fiber gives an attractive and economical and easy way to illuminate the area, and that is why they are widely used in decoration and Christmas trees. Optical fibers are used in the mechanical inspections. So basically, inspection engineers use optical fibers to detect damage and fault which are at the hard to reach places. Even plumbers also use the optical fibers for inspection of pipes. So these are the some important applications of optical fiber transmission system. So in today's class, we have discussed about optical fiber transmission link, 3 transmission windows, first, second and third windows. We have discussed about advantages of this optical fiber cable, and we listed out some important applications of optical fiber system. So I hope कि आज के लेक्चर में जो हमने डिस्कस किया आपको समझ में आया होगा. Let's stop here. We'll discuss other aspect of this course in our next video lecture. Thank you very much.